Hi folks, Toad here with Visordown.com, and we are in Qatar for the launch of the 2020 CBR1000RR-R Fireblade. So we've just had the technical presentation giving us a very detailed overview of the new bike. I'm not going to go into loads and loads of detail, but the general gist of it is that it is the most track-focused Fireblade to date. So more power, less weight, more electronics, better suspension. We've got Öhlins updated electronic semi-active suspension, which you can turn off and put into manual mode, which is cool. And this is the SP version that you can see here, and it's the bike that we're going to be riding on slicks tomorrow on the low sail MotoGP track. And the differences between the SP and the standard bike are mainly the suspension. So the standard bike gets shower big piston forks, whereas this bike gets the full complement of Öhlins electronically adjusted suspension front and rear. This bike also gets higher spec Brembo Stylema calipers, whereas the non-SP version gets the standard Nissins. You can get them both in the same colour scheme, so whereas before generally the SP was the one that got the funky tricolor paint job, this one can come in both, and that's the only way that you'd be able to sort of tell the difference. So yeah, from listening to the presentation, the big focus is on improving the Fireblade and making it a more complete track weapon, which is one of the reasons that this bike is now pushing over the 200 horsepower mark, and it's to kind of jockey with the other bikes that are already in that club, because the Fireblade has always kind of for a while now has sat behind bikes like the R1, the S1000RR, and also the Kawasaki ZX-10R in the outright power stakes. And Honda have rectified that by creating this all new Honda Fireblade with heavily revised internals within the engine. There's a lot of technology that's been borrowed from the MotoGP bike and the road going MotoGP, the RCV213VS as well. So there is a lot of big trickle down of technology from those two machines that have gone into creating this new 2020 Fireblade. We're going to be riding on track tomorrow with, I'm very happy to say, the legend that is Mr. Freddie Spencer, which is surely going to remind me how slow I am on track. The one thing that I do want to say, and this is a big point for me as somebody who rides on the road more than on the track, I do kind of hope that this bike hasn't lost any of that ease of riding and that usability that you could trickle through little towns and at 30 miles an hour without waking the dead, and it didn't buck and weave when you were going too slowly, and it wasn't happy at doing normal road speeds. As long as they've not, if they've increased the BHP, increased the power, increased the speed, increased the responsiveness, but they've not lost any of that, that standard Fireblade usability and ease of use, I think it's going to be an absolute triumph. So we've got 4 track sessions tomorrow, half an hour each, so it's long sessions. There's not many riders on track, there's only 6 in each group, which is great. Never ridden a sail before, so yeah, thoroughly looking forward to it. I'll give you a first impressions video after session 1 tomorrow, and let you know how we get on. Cheers folks, bye bye.